Hey guys, this is Briz with Brisness Gaming, where there are no screams and no memes. As always, it's business with Brisness. Be sure to stick around at the end of the video. I'm going to talk about March's giveaway, and if you like this review specifically, I think you're going to like the giveaway. Wink, wink. But anyways, let's get to business. This is my review for RetroMania Wrestling. RetroMania Wrestling has been dubbed the official sequel to WrestleFest, which, if you don't know, is a beloved pro wrestling arcade game from 1991. It's a throwback in every regard, which, as I will dive into in a bit, works both to its advantage and to its hindrance. The game's presentation is fantastic. It looks like a game straight from the 16-bit era. The arenas and wrestlers are beautifully crafted in this larger-than-life pixel art style. A lot of the pictures are almost caricature-esque, and it works really, really well. It is definitely going for a very specific nostalgia in its presentation, but it absolutely nails it. In the game, you will find 16-bit versions of a range of current wrestlers and legends of the business. New Japan's Zack Sabre Jr., WWE's John Morrison, dubbed here as Johnny Retro, Road Warriors, the BWO, Jeff Cobb, Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, just to name a few. There are 16 wrestlers in all, and each sprite captures its real-life counterpart beautifully. There are 4 main modes. You can hop in for a versus match with the CPU or up to 7 friends locally with normal, elimination, tornado, or cage matches. There's also a Retro Rumble, which touts a 15 wrestler battle royale where 2 people start and more come in sequentially. The last person left standing is the winner. There are 2 main single player modes, the first being a story mode where you play as Johnny Retro on a quest to come back from injury, get some revenge on the person who injured you, and ultimately work your way up to become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. This appears to be a work in progress though. As I got through the first major story arc, I received a to be continued screen. Not really sure what that's about, but I guess it just is coming in the future. It is pretty linear, but there is some variety in the matches you end up in depending on the choices you make in the story. And the writing can be pretty funny. The other mode is the 10 pounds of gold mode, where you go through 5 matches to earn your shot at Nick Aldis and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and then another 5 matches after that as title defenses, followed by one final confrontation with Aldis and a rematch for him to attempt to win the title back. This mode is pretty short, but fun for a quick run through. My only real issue with the game is the gameplay itself. I went into the game knowing and understanding that the game is meant to be an arcade-style game, so I wasn't expecting a simulation or anything too deep, but even with that said, I would have liked to see just a little bit more depth than what is present in the game as it is. But even in its simplicity, the grapple system is pretty tricky to figure out, and the tutorial is incredibly vague at explaining how the timing works. I had to take to Reddit threads to get a proper understanding on how to fully grasp that system. Basically, it works like this. When you and your opponent walk into each other, a grapple animation occurs automatically. You're meant to push a button right as your grapple meets and the characters stomp. If you're the better timed of the two, you'll win the grapple. If not, you lose the grapple. If you tie, you go into a button mashing minigame to determine who gets the grapple. Now after you've successfully won the grapple, there is a stamina meter that comes into play. As you successfully perform moves on your opponent, it will grow. While it's in its first section, you can only do light grappling moves after you've won the grapple. If you try anything above a light at that point in time, it will automatically be reversed. When you get to the second section of the meter, you can do light and medium grapples, and in the last section, you can do light, medium, and heavy. If you fill the stamina meter the entire way, it will start to flash, and in that period of time is when you can hit your finisher. The whole system is not bare bones or anything, but admittedly, as I was playing, it just kind of made me want to go play Fire Pro Wrestling World instead, as that game has a similar system and concepts, but has a little bit more depth to it. RetroMania definitely takes the aesthetic award between the 2 games though. So to summarize, RetroMania Wrestling has a fantastic aesthetic that it really nails, some decent but either short or unfinished single player modes, and gameplay that is an okay foundation but left me wanting a little bit more depth. So what do you guys think of the game? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you like what I do here, be sure to give the video a like as it really helps out. I'll be contacting February's giveaway winner soon, and this month's subscriber giveaway will be for a digital copy of RetroMania Wrestling, the game that I just reviewed. So if you liked the video and the review and the game looked interesting and you want to try it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and be sure to check out the pinned comment below for the link to enter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.